Found this, watched Jen from Remembered Reads, and thought I'd do it because I thought I'd better do it quick. I'm losing subscribers, 4 in the past like 2 days, and I think it's due to my poetry, these escape roll posts of mine. People, these are first draft poems. I'm thinking about putting them on private. Anyway, this is a good tag, and let's get to it. The questions. There's 10 of them. 1. Wine coolers. You're 16. Finally managed to sneak one of your mom's Smirnoff Ices. What? What is one of your most guilty pleasure reads? I'm going to go with crime fiction. I eat that for breakfast. I have, I'm going through this big one. It's the Akashic Noir series. I got Tel Aviv Noir down there. I've got Belfast Noir waiting to be picked up in the library. 2, beer. You've made it to college and are hosting your first kegger. Pick your first college age book. I'm going to go with Hunter S. Thompson, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I got into that and all of Hunter's stuff. I read all of it. The letters. I haven't read the Rum Diaries. I've seen the movie, but yeah, I got into Doonesbury cartoons, with the Raoul Duke character, all that. 3, tequila. You partied too hard last night and drank a little too much. Jose Cuervo. What's a book you never want to see again? Oh, like recently, easy popped into mind. Sean Penn's Bob Honey. Who just do stuff. I tried to read that at least 2 or 3 times. I tried to start to finish. I tried to open it up like a I don't know. And I like Sean Penn as an actor. I like what he tried to do with Katrina in New Orleans, but then I looked this up and found like his boat never really launched and all the cameras around, and I don't know. And then he was friends with Harry Cruz. Now Harry Cruz is a writer I like a lot, and Cruz dedicated Scar Lover to Sean Penn. So that could fall under the category of failed to live up to the hype too. I was looking forward to that book. And I read hard books. The alliteration in that book is just sickening, sweet. Let's see. 4, Beer Bomb. What's a book you read super fast? And here I have to laugh too, because Jen had Dan Brown's, forget now, what's the 3rd book? Angels and Demons in her 3rd, Tequila. She hated that, loathed it. But I liked it, read it really fast. But Washington Black, I recently read 2 days, and that was a page turn. 5, Spring Break. You've thrown your inhibitions to the wind and end up having a sexy night you'll never forget. What is your favorite smutty read? I read a lot of biographies and that. I used to read a lot of rock biographies, and I read The Dirt when it came out 10 years ago or more. I was in Phoenix, Arizona, and now the movie came out. I haven't seen the movie yet, but that kind of stuff. 6, Screwdriver. What is the most twisted book you've ever read? Easily, Child of God, Cormac McCarthy, his first novel. Oh my God. It's and it was, I was turned on to it by Oprah Winfrey. She had it for like a book club selection. She had him, he did one of his, a real recluse, and he did an interview with her. It's on YouTube. But yeah, talk about the protagonist is an illiterate, backwoods, white trash piece of shit, murderous arsonist, necrophiliac, keeps his dead girlfriend fresh in the attic, to visit, and it's just, and I like Cormac McCarthy. I've read all his stuff, but that book is, or you could call it an old-fashioned Southern love story. 7. Long Island iced tea. The melting pot of alcoholic beverages. What is one of your favorite diverse reads? I'd like to turn everyone on to Shadowram. It's a great novel by, always forget his name, guy with 3 names, Gregory David Roberts. Now, Johnny Depp bought the movie rights to this years ago. I'm looking forward to it. Now, I guess it's into like a TV deal. But executive producers of House of Cards and Big Love are attached to the project now, and I'm looking forward to it. His the sequel to that, The Mountain Shadow, I read too, and I'd like to read it again. 8. Sex on the Beach. A drink that's great in theory, but wasn't exactly all it was cracked up to be. What is a book that didn't live up to the hype? I had a hard time thinking of one. I even went back to my library history, and there was like 600 some books, and there were several I DNF'd, but they weren't necessarily all new. They were like usually old, and I don't want to put down a book just because I DNF'd it. I could put in here Bob Honey or The Mountain Shadow. Didn't live up to the hype, really. No, number 9, wine. You've just gone through a rough breakup, so you park yourself in bed with your favorite bottle of wine, some ice cream, and a bucket of your tears. Name a book that made you cry out all your feels. You're hurting my feelers. I cried fairly easily. I'm like an empath, and I don't know on this one either. John Irving. I recently reread A Widow for 1 year. Anita Shreve is someone I like to read. Joyce Carol Oates, how about The Mulberries? I like stories that are long, like stories of a family life and all the regrets and what it might have been. And speaking of Hunter S. Thompson, there's books about him out, 2 new ones. This is not a brand new one. It's by his son Juan, and it's a real hard read for me. Growing up with a dad like Hunter S. Thompson, they finally got it together at the end, and man, the kid went through a lot of stuff, as you can imagine, right? 10. Strip Club. What's the sexiest naked book? I've been thinking about Tom Robbins lately. You don't hear a lot about him on BookTube. I've read all his stuff. I love it. Jitterbug Perfume is a sexy book, isn't it? But my ultimate sexy book, you probably guessed. Put it over here. So, come on, get to know me. I'm going to tag some people that I don't even know if they watch my stuff. Tilly at Tilly Shelf, she made a comment, so she's, I know she's watching a bit. And Mark with a C, I'm going to tag him, and I'm going to go and remind him that I tagged him because I don't think he watches my stuff. Greg at Supposedly Fun, he's a great reader, and I like his videos a lot. I don't think he watches my stuff, so I'm going to go tell him I tagged him. I'd like to see his answers to this. And with that, peace out.